Hello and welcome to Leader Spotlight. I'm Tracy Clark, the Executive Director for the Louisiana County Chamber of Commerce. And today I'm super excited. We're interviewing our very own Marie Snyder, is business owner, longtime resident of Louisiana County, and she is our board chair through probably the most challenging business environment that we've ever faced as a community and a country. In a world, right? Coming off this pandemic. And so anyway, I'm really excited for you guys to get to know Marie a little bit more, learn about what she's got going on. Marie, so excited we get to do this.
Hello.
Let's start with really just a little bit about you. Like how did you wind up in Louisa? Kind of like what's your story? How'd you get here?
Well, truly, it's more like the grace of God because I wasn't looking to specifically move to Louisiana County. We had just moved back from Dallas, which was a huge city, and we were just looking to get out of the city and have a little bit of country life, some quiet. We were expecting our first child. That was 23 years ago, 24 years ago, actually, and we were looking for land out here and just happened to come upon a tract of land that looked very nice, and we drove out here and just fell in love with the land, actually, and we built our house and we've been here ever since.
Wow, that's great. And I know, I know a lot about you as an individual, but just to share, like, why don't you share a little bit about, since you've moved here 20 some years ago, I know you've raised some boys and the community, paint a little picture of like what it's been like.
Well, I was working for Ernst & Young down in Richmond and moved out here. Like I said, we were expecting our first child. I had been with them in the Dallas office, came back, and my family's all was from here, and came out, ended up having 4 fabulous boys who were all educated in the Louisa school system, and still have 1 in the school system. And we built our house, and I telecommuted for a while. It's just been a progression of working, meeting great folks. You cannot beat the people in Louisa. They're just so kind and just helpful, really helpful too. So, and honestly, when we moved here, we didn't even know that we were 10 minutes from a lake. We were just looking for land, and of course, we now know that that there's a beautiful lake here. We work on the lake. That's pretty much my business. So we've raised our boys on the lake and in Louisa, and it's just been a wonderful place to see. It's changed a little bit, but the people really don't change. They're still kind-hearted and just a great place to do business.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're a very successful business owner here on the lake. I've been lucky enough to actually help you go out and see some of those beautiful. It's been amazing. Like, what a great job, beautiful scenery, but it's hard work. Like, what influenced you in the career or to get into the industry? Like, did you, as a child, I want to grow up and be an entrepreneur. I mean, what was kind of your background or your history to getting to where you are today?
To own my own business, well, that's, I don't know who else starts an entirely new career when they're 50. So I don't know. I must have been crazy, but God has blessed us tremendously. Really, I just saw a need, and I said, well, you know what? I think we could fill that. Anybody that's ever vacationed, like down at the beach or something, you rent sheets and towels, and I thought, well, that's a great. There wasn't a big company on the lake doing that. And I said, I think we can do that. I had been with a direct sales company and very successful with them. I was a director with them for 14 years. And the direct sales industry has changed quite a bit. And I just thought that it was time for a change. So I took out a loan and said, all right, we're going to do this. And I have a really supportive husband who, I don't know if supportive or maybe it's just easier when he says yes. But I said, well, we're going to do this. And he said, well, okay, let's do it. And we sunk a bunch of money into inventory and went to talk to one of the realtors, went to actually Dockside Realty was my first big client. They trusted me. and it's just grown from there. So I'd have to say that there are other businesses in the area that, if you see a need, don't be afraid to take it to them, because it could be exactly what they're looking for. So it just grew from there.
Yeah. What do you feel like is some of the most rewarding aspects of, running your own business and doing this? What do you feel like is the most rewarding?
I have to say, honestly, it's my clients. I have fantastic clients, like Dockside, Lake Anna Real Estate, Lake Anna Realty, Lake Anna Island Real Estate, and then all of the owners of the rental homes that I deal with are just, they're so kind, they're understanding, and you know what? They have the same heart that I do. They are looking to give great customer service to their clients, who are the renters, and as long as I make them happy, their renters are happy. I would say that it's people, all the people that I've met other business owners, I've met renters. Honestly, I have met renters that I just happened to come upon because they either check in early, but oh my gosh, I've run into people that I knew in Richmond 25, 30 years ago. It's just people. I love people. People are good. And I'm in the hospitality industry, so that's great.
Well, it's awesome as a business owner and coming off of, a crazy, ridiculous year, and we're still like figuring out our way. What advice do you have for other small business owners or leaders, facing?
Well, it has been a hard year. We've had a good year, I think, just because of the change in demographics of where people are going on vacation. So, a lot of people are coming a little bit closer to home. They may not be hopping on an airplane. But my advice would be, if you are having issues, goodness, you are not alone. Absolutely don't ever feel like you're alone. You can pick up the phone. Honestly, one of the things I did when I started my business, which seems really crazy, is I looked up a company down in North Carolina that did the same thing I did and got the owner on the phone. I said, tell me what you do. Tell me how you, they were so willing to help. So by all means, pick up the phone, call another company that does similar to what you do and say, hey, how do you do this? And also, there's some online Facebook groups that I think the Louisa Business Forum, you can post a question out there. Other businesses will find themselves in the same situation you are at some point. So don't feel like you have to go through it alone. And by all means, join your local chamber of commerce. Yeah. I can say that, but they really are there to help you succeed without any outside agenda other than to help you succeed. So absolutely reach out to other people.
Yeah, that's perfect. And a great segue too. Thank you. I agree with you 100% about utilizing, similar business for resources. Like, why scratch, and try to learn on your own when you can, steal or adapt from people that have already gone through those struggles, right? That's right. Such a key important thing. So many people go to build something and don't think about contacting somebody that's already done it. Yeah. Perfect sense. That's a great tip. So, you obviously as a leader in business, and I know you've been involved with the Chamber for many years and other organizations. Let's talk a little bit about, serving as a leader in the community. Like, what's kind of your driving force behind that? What's some of the stuff that you've seen kind of change and grow in the business community and being involved with organizations like the Chamber?
Well, with the Chamber of Commerce, there have been several that I've been on boards. I think if you have a servant's heart, you're going to find a place to serve. You're not going to be happy just doing business without giving back. Yeah. I've been on the receiving end. I've been on the the receiving end of help when I needed it. I've been on the giving end. Some of the changes are, people don't necessarily do business with a handshake and a smile anymore. I kind of miss those days, but you do have to protect yourself a little bit more. Contracts are, I'm just in everything, have a contract. Yeah. I'm just going to say that. But I have seen organizations pop up here and there that are specifically made to help you succeed. business has become a little bit, I mean, within the pandemic, a little bit more online. I'll say a lot more online. So there are so many more resources available to you to do business. And like I said, if you have issues that can be fixed just by reaching out to other companies, I think you will now find that there is more of a willingness from other businesses to help other business owners, where it used to be, oh my gosh, that's my competition. We all have competition. There is enough business out there for everyone. I mean, honestly, no one company can handle absolutely everything everywhere. So definitely reach out to other businesses. So that's really my best advice.
Yeah, and I want to just add, because this is kind of an interesting, different from the other leader spotlights that I've done, because I've actually personally worked with you as the chair for the board, and not just in the pandemic, but prior to that. And one of the things that I always appreciated about your leadership with the chair, serving on the board, was you were constantly looking for ways to get connections and get businesses working together and working with each other. And that was such a huge value. That's a lot of what the chamber made, right? So what do you see as, you're getting ready to roll off as the board chair and pursue, some major things that are going on with your business, new building, renovating, and all of that kind of stuff. What do you see as really the future, or what can the chamber do to continue on with some of the foundations that you've built? Where do you think
Well, I think that the chamber has become a leader in several aspects for businesses. We are making better connections, and I would say connections across industries, which is good. We did lose a little bit with the pandemic. I think every organization has lost a little bit of that connecting. And I think that the chamber has tried to keep people connected with not just Zoom meetings, but doing as the governor's orders changed, if we could do small groups, we tried to get people in small groups together, because there really is that a synergy when you get people in front of each other. So we've tried to do that. I would like to see that continue. I know that we just had our first in-person breakfast today. And while I couldn't be there, I did join in Zoom. And I know that I missed some good quality connections there. So just connecting people across industries, that needs to continue. The chamber has also, workforce has been such a challenge, and it continues to be a challenge.
Right.
I'm still I still want to be involved, so I'm gonna continue to serve on the workforce task, the workforce committee. And I think that is an area that you're going to see the chamber really, really start to grow and help businesses. I'm just really excited about that. Government affairs is going to be something that's going to expand. We all know that whenever you have a change on the board, you're going to have a different style of leadership. I'm kind of I'm here if you need me, but I think that the board is really tuned into various industries and can continue to help in the community.
Yeah, I think you've hit it on the head with workforce and government affairs. I mean, definitely the year that we just went through, both of those issues really bubbled to the top as being critical issues facing our business community, and taking the bull by the horns to kind of tackle those issues. Just for the benefit of most people and timing of this, you also spearheaded and helped us with a very historical thing that's getting ready to happen on Friday with the chamber.
All right.
Huh?
No, keep going. Keep going.
I'm catching you off guard about the office that we're buying.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Well, right? I mean, I can understand you probably like let that go because it was pulling your hair out, helping us so much. But
No, I'm excited. I am so excited that the chamber is going to have a permanent home. Oh my gosh, on Main Street. How cool is that? On Main Street. So it's going to be right between Obligado and I think the old bank building, the old Bank of America bank building. But oh my gosh, it is going to be fantastic. Yes, we close on Friday. So I'm very excited about that.
it's so significant. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely you, the entire board, the work to getting there through such a crazy year. It's just been amazing. So, I want to talk a little bit about, you're running a business, you've done the work for the chamber, not only that, but you've done service in other organizations, and you're now renovating an old school?
We're renovating an old schoolhouse we downsized from 3,900 square feet to 5,280 square feet. I don't know. It's kind of a crazy endeavor, but I think it's going to be wonderful. You don't hear any saws or anything going on in the background, but yes, we are. It is a major undertaking. It's a historical building. It's not. I don't think it's on the historical registry, but it was an old 4-room schoolhouse, and it's beautiful inside. So. Yeah, I'm excited about that. It's me, I'm never one to just let moss grow under my feet. There's always something going
on. and exactly. And I was just getting ready to say, as kind of like our last question to kind of wrap this up, you're always looking for those opportunities and where do we need help? Like what's the next steps? What's something out there that you're looking to, or where do you see your future going?
Well, I do have another business. During the pandemic, started a business with a really good friend of mine called Fresh Air Flicks, and we do outdoor movies and pop-up drive-ins, things like that. So that's called Fresh Air Flicks with an F-L-I-X, and that's really taking off as well. So that's in Louisa, around the lake. So lake houses, if you've rented a house or something, you want to have a little backyard movie experience, we can do that. But as far as that goes, I have, my 4 boys. I have 2 that play baseball, 1 that's in high school, 1 that just got engaged on Saturday. I'm so excited. So we're going to be planning a wedding. So I really am looking forward to, actually a little bit of downtime to handle this, but still being involved in business, because I'm also a member of a couple of other organizations, but I'm looking forward to helping in a certain area like workforce. I'm having issues there as well, but I'm really looking forward to staying involved with business and meeting new people. I love meeting new people. So
yeah, well, you're definitely that go-getter, A-type, see a problem, take it to task to get it done. So you're definitely making a difference. And anything that you'd like to share that we haven't really talked about yet? Any additional?
I would like to say that I have enjoyed being on the board, and for the time that I was a board member and then serving as board chair, it was we were rolling right along, and then it's like somebody just threw a wrench in the middle of it, and we still managed to get a lot done. So I would just like to share that if you are looking for a way, and I know you're not paying me to do this, but I really feel like if you want to get involved and if you really want to get involved with a good organization that has no agenda except to help you, and you can help, you never know how much you personally can help another individual, another business, just by getting involved. If you want to serve, great. If you just want to come to a meeting, come. You never know who you're going to meet. Yeah. So
that is such a good point. I mean, you bring value to the chamber. I mean, the chamber really is this living, breathing thing that everybody can help other people. It's wonderful. It's been so great having you and then interviewing you like this. great things in the future. I can't wait to see the progress for your renovation and the business growth that you're having. Just to remind everybody, Marie Snyder, she is with Lake Anna Linens. They are a chamber member. Her second business is also a chamber member. You can find it on chamber.org under community info, find a business and just search for Lake Anna Linens. She's also the board chair for just a couple more months. We'll be celebrating her and the other board members that are rotating off. But just thank you so much for being a leader in the community for so long. And that's it for Leader Spotlight this week. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.
You too.